So welcome back to another FIFA 21 Career Mode video. Today we are taking a look at some more features or ideas or concepts from another sports game that we can integrate into FIFA 21. For the first time ever on this channel, we're going to be taking a look at a basketball game. NBA 2K20 was recently on sale for like $5 on the Microsoft store, so I bought it because I've been hearing for so many years that this career mode in 2K is much better than FIFA's one. So what we're going to do today is take a look at some of the best features from this game, and we'll see what we can apply to a career mode scenario. So I don't know much about 2K games. This is the first 2K game I own for NBA, so I'm going to be learning new things, just like you guys might be as well if you've never played this game before. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you do, because in a few days' time I've got some new FIFA 21 news to talk about, so you don't want to miss that. It came out, one of its flagship features for career mode was of course this customization thing where you can generate different faces and create a manager or create a player. Now, a lot of people thought that this import face feature was like game face, where you can scan your face, upload it to a website or something, and download your face into the game and use it as your virtual pro. Now, this would be an awesome feature. Unfortunately, the import face button does not do that. It basically uses a face from a different save, which is a bit of a shame because I know a lot of people would have loved to use their own face in the game for a virtual pro, even for a manager career. And in NBA 2K, it's a little bit of a different story. You see, in NBA 2K, there is a feature to scan your face, and in the game you can check for head scan data, and you can download the face and use it in the game. So you get like a message like this that says the first step in building your 2K20 My Player is selecting your look. You can choose one of our customizable preset looks or download the app on your mobile device to scan your own face for the My Player. So basically how it works is you download the app on your phone, take photos of your face, upload it to the account, and then the game can access that and download it into the game. Pretty simple stuff, you know, a bit easier than what GameFace was doing a couple years ago before EA removed it. And the technology is there these days, the smartphone cameras, the quickness of the hardware and all that. They can run this sort of stuff now, but they choose not to. And yeah, this would be great in FIFA games where if you want to create a player that looks like you, put them into play career mode, use your own face. If you want to be a manager, use your own face again. Pretty simple stuff. I don't know why they can't do it anymore. Just create an app or something and let us upload the face photos and just download it into the game. Pretty simple. Next up, let's talk about creating a player once again for player career mode. I want to focus on the attributes because the attributes change when you change the body type. So if you make a guy taller, he gets different pace settings and agility and all that kind of stuff, which makes sense, you know. And if you make him smaller, he's more agile, more quicker. And if you make him sort of, I don't know what that's called, more heavier or something, he's got different stats to if he's more skinnier. Now, I've got no problem with that, but when you create the player, you don't know how he feels in the game before you actually save the settings. So let's say you create a guy here, and you just want to see if he's agile enough, if he's good enough. You want to see the differences between 60 acceleration or 75, 77 acceleration. You can't really do that as you're creating the player. You can't test him in the game before you save him as a player. Now in 2K20 you actually can, and I thought this was a cool feature. So basically I created that guy in the middle there, and before you actually even get into your My Player season, you can test the build or edit the build before you save the guy as your player. Now this is a cool feature because at least you know if you are going to be comfortable with the player you created. Maybe you want to make him a bit quicker. And what happens in 2K, it puts you in like a practice match, like a friendly match against another club, or a team, I guess, not club. And you basically just test out your player. You could see if he's good at defending, attacking, shooting, you know, that kind of stuff. And I thought it was cool. I thought maybe we could do that with FIFA as well. So before you create the player, save him as your player. At least you know how he's going to play in the game, and you can make adjustments after the match to see what you would prefer as your player. So yeah, I thought this was a cool little feature. Don't really get that in career mode at the moment in FIFA. Now when it comes to player career mode in FIFA, I haven't spent this much time on player career mode in any of my videos. You can see how much detail player career mode is in NBA. But when it comes to player career mode in FIFA, you can either start the match or you don't get chosen for the squad, so you have to sim the match. I believe you can't actually start on the bench in player career mode in FIFA. It sounds ridiculous, I know. We saw some glimpses of being able to start from the bench or come off the bench in the journey, where Hunter would like warm up and then he would run to the manager in the middle, and the manager would give him his instructions as he goes on the field. That was a nice little touch, but that has not made its way into player career mode. In NBA 2K, if you start on the bench, there is a cutscene where you can actually watch the action from the bench, and you can use the R stick to flick the camera angle around. It's a pretty nice camera angle, and then if you want to, you can press A and that'll simulate to when you're about to come on. Now in FIFA, this would be nice where you can watch the game from the stands if you start on the bench. First off, you need to be able to start on the bench and play career mode, but if they allow that, then you could have a camera angle like this, or you can just have something like the journey like I showed before, where it just goes to when you're about to come on. You get like those bonus things, and then you just run onto the field and you join the match. Now, one feature that I think is missing from FIFA Career Mode is a Start Today feature, and this would be very, very useful in these current times. So let's say you wanted to start a save based on real world football. You wanted to use the current tables in the Premier League. So right now we're 28 games into the Premier League, some played 29. Let's say you wanted to start your save from there using a team like Liverpool, Man City or something, and finish the season off with the exact table that you have in real world football at the moment. That is a feature you can't do in FIFA at the moment. Whenever you start a new save, you have to start from ground zero, start from day one, the preseason, all that kind of stuff. There's no feature that lets you, start a save based on the current real world table and results. Now in NBA 2K, when you go to start a new manager career mode, there's a feature that says start today. Basically, you can play with your favorite team as you continue the NBA season from today's date using all of the real NBA stats, standings, and injuries. So that's basically a nice way to summarize it. I don't know if this is going to work because currently I don't think the NBA is playing this season, but if they were, you would be able to start exactly the way it is in real life and carry on the season from there. Now, of course, you can adjust your settings and that, like 2-minute quarters, 1-minute quarters, simulated quarters, that kind of stuff. It looks like there's a couple more settings here that you could go through if you know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, so let's just advance from there. And then it synchronizes with maybe a server or something that 2K has set up, and it should download everything. Yep, there you go. Okay, so it looks like it's still generated the fixtures, and you can also generate the rookies and that. Like, I don't know too much about basketball, the drafts and all that. I'm just a football guy, man. But even through a global issue, this game still delivers the Start Today feature, because in the real world, the NBA got postponed around March 10th, and that is when the last fixtures occurred. So as you can see, you can play from March 10th all the way up to, I think, April 15th. And I don't know if that's like a final or a playoff or something. I really don't know if that's just the end of the regular season. But you can finish these games off based on the real world season, which got postponed. So imagine that in football as well. You can finish off the Premier League, any other leagues like Serie A and all that kind of stuff. So that's a really nice feature. In my league, in NBA 2K, there's a staff feature where you can check the staff of each team. And you can check the CFOs, the assistant general manager, the head coach, assistant coach, head scout, and trainers. And basically they would need to, if EA was to do it, they would have to do it in a way that suits a football club. But you can also view candidates for this position. And you can also fire the guy that you've got in charge already. You can also edit the staff. So there's a few extra options here. I think Career Mode had staff members, and they got rid of that for no reason again. So they need to bring some sort of staff member feature back and put them on salaries. And you can fire them, have different candidates, and hire new people whenever you want. Now, my GM is similar to my league, but in my GM, there's also a sponsorships thing. Now, we all know FIFA had sponsorships before, but these ones are insane. You've got Adidas with merch revenue. You can sign them if you want. You've got Beats as well, Gatorade as well, Jordan brand. You've got New Era, Nike, Puma. There's so many nice companies here that you could use. Under Armour as well. Man, there's so much here in terms of the sponsorship. So let's say you wanted to use Adidas. You can sign them, and then they become your sponsor. You go into like a meeting room. Man, this is sick, man. This is absolutely sick. I think you would make a good sponsor for our team. Let's do it. All right, that's mad. That's a little cutscene that they could do in FIFA as well. Now, preferably, it would be nice to have official companies like Adidas and Nike in career mode, but they can also use those generic companies that they make up. They used to have T-Mobile, I think, in one career mode many, many years ago as a sponsor, so they could do deals with companies or just create generic ones. I don't really care. As long as they have like a sponsorship thing in the game, it would be sick. But yeah, we also get social media news in my GM mode as well. We don't get that in career mode. It doesn't really use social media in career mode. I don't know why, because everything is on Twitter these days. So you've got tweets by these people. I don't know if they're actual people, but you've also got stuff from NBA.com. And basically, I think they're going to be contextual based. So if anything happens during the season, these will change. Now, in my GM mode, we're taking player conversations to the next level. You can actually chit chat with players, and it does help with morale and friendship and all that kind of stuff. I'll show you what it looks like. If you want to talk with a player, you actually have like a cutscene here called Out to Eat, and it says, what's your dessert island candy? And you're actually talking with the official player. So instead of just having those little text message things that come up, you're actually in like some sort of cutscene, and they're talking about food at a restaurant. Like, it's not even about the football or the basketball, sorry. It's just about food at a restaurant. And look at that, the morale goes up. That is player conversations taken to the next level right there. So in career mode at the moment, when it comes to finances, you can't really adjust the price of anything in the game, like a jersey or a food in the canteen in the stadium. You can't really do that. But in my GM, you can actually change ticket prices. And remember, we could do that in the game. I need to unlock a few things with skill points. I haven't got the right skill points, but we're just going to take a look anyway. You can change the pricing of parking as well. You can change the price of team hats, souvenirs, programs as well, concessions like hot dogs, soda, ice cream, burgers, coffee, and we're back to the gate. So yeah, there's a few different things you can change the price of here, which will generate revenue for you. I don't know if you're too expensive, you lose money or something. I don't know, I haven't tested this out yet, but in career mode, we don't have it. In Madden games, you can do it. In NBA games, you can do it. Somehow in career mode in FIFA, there's just no implementation of this at all. Now this next one, I don't know if it can apply to career mode and stuff, but it could be a sick feature to have in FIFA in general. But in NBA 2K, you can create a shoe. In FIFA, we don't get this. And I think it could be sick. So let's say you wanted to do an Adidas shoe. You start from scratch and you can basically change the base, the rubber. You can also change the colors. You can do team colors as well. Then you would have to add layers. So you can do the tongue and you can do the stripes of the Adidas logo. And then you can do other things as well. And then eventually you get to an actual shoe. So imagine if you could do this in FIFA where you create a boot and then you can use that in the game. And it could be a licensed Nike boot, licensed Adidas boot. You know what I'm trying to say. That could be a really cool feature as well. So I have to thank Jake for letting me know about 2K20's features. He sent me something about a playgrounds thing, I think it's called, or neighborhood or something that I'm going to take a look at. And basically he said that the way NBA 2K20 works, its career mode is insane. And he goes, if FIFA adds this to their game, FIFA could be one of the most entertaining games out there. Once again, because their My Career in 2K basically involves player career mode, pro clubs, and FIFA Street all in one. But the only problem would be that I'm not sure if it's too late for them to do it for FIFA 21 because it's such a big thing that just imagine all these in FIFA 22. So what he's trying to say is maybe it's too late for FIFA 21, but hopefully something happens like this in the future. Now, for those people that play NBA, you might know about this neighborhood feature. It is in My Career, which is like a player career mode feature, and it's really, really cool. So I'm going to do my best to explain it, but this is a player career mode menu right here where you can check different things about your player. As you can see, I'm a sharpshooter. And we've got the appearance where you can scan your face, customize your appearance. And we're in the neighborhood, which I'm going to show you soon. But this is the player career mode in NBA. This is the menus for it. Inside of this player career mode is the neighborhood, which is all this. And I believe all these players are real players around the world that get thrown into this area here. And basically you can run around like it's GTA and just, or you can't like hurt people and stuff, but you can just go around and see what features it's got, like boots, or not boots, sorry, shoes. You've got a guy on the scooter right there. You can also hit up some different stores like Daily Spin. I don't know if you can eat food and stuff, but it feels pretty cool because it's your guy in player career mode and you can do whatever you want with him in this neighborhood. And we're not even talking about playing matches and all that kind of stuff. This is just hours and hours of fun you can have without even just playing games. So let's say you wanted to get some shoes. In a FIFA context, let's say you wanted to change your boots in the game. There's a way to do it already in FIFA. I think you just go through the edit player thing. But this is an actual shop where you can go in and change your boots. You can see what's new in the store. You can see the neighborhood stuff. I don't know if I have to buy any of these, but let's say you wanted to get some Adidas shoes. Okay, it takes VC. I don't have enough VC because I'm just a beginner, but you can see there, if you really had the VC, you could just change your shoes at any time. And then when you're done, you just walk out the shop like nothing happened, and you go on your way back into the neighborhood. Alright, so there is things you can do with people online. I was trying to hit this quarter, but it said I need Xbox Live. I don't have Xbox Live. But you can see that this is like a pro clubs thing where you can play with different kinds of people and just play some arcade basketball. Nothing too serious. You just mess around 3v3, 2v2. And picture this as like a FIFA Street thing where you have like the courts and you can play Volta with people online. Just a bit of fun inside of player career mode. Now you might see that training facility. We're going to go all the way there next because that is an actual gym you can have for your player. I don't know why this guy stops running. It's probably gassed already. Here we go, the Gatorade training facility. This is absolutely sick as well. Imagine if player career mode had this where you just walk into a gym and you can train strength, agility and all that inside a gym like this. Alright, so I think you have to lift the left and right sticks to keep it balanced. I really don't know what I'm doing. This guy's going to get squashed by the weight. Alright, so we're out of that. But you can see there's other guys as well. Like, I think these are online people in the gym as well with me, just working out. You've also got a phone, and you can see if you get any messages and stuff. I don't know if that does anything. But you can also do other things like the ladders, the step ladder things. What else is there? There's also this Gatorade bar where you can actually get some Gatorade for your guy. And as you can see, you can get the bars and stuff. And the drink, it costs VC, so I'm not going to do that. I know this could be hard for EA given the current state of player career mode. It would be a total revamp if they ever did something like this. But I think it is desperately needed because that game mode is very, very stale. Now, because you can wear street clothes in the neighborhood, there is a feature where you can go into that shop and get some clothes for yourself. Another cool feature that could apply to player career mode as well is getting some tattoos. There is a tattoo shop in the neighborhood for player career mode that lets you get something. And yeah, this is like GTA, man. This is like a bit of GTA mixed in with a sports game. And let's say you wanted to change your hairstyle. There was a barber shop in player career mode that lets you change your hairstyle. And it looks so cool. Like, that's an actual barber shop. It's got the jerseys on the wall. Look at that, you can change the hair color, facial hair, whatever you want, you can do. So I think you guys get the point by now. There's also that team practice facility where you can train with your guys in that facility. I couldn't unlock it for some reason. But when I play these other sports games and they have their career modes like Madden and that, yes, the fans of those games complain every year like we do about our one, but you see certain things and then you feel like FIFA Career Mode has been so neglected much more compared to the other sports games. I feel like the game mode is in like a different era compared to these guys who are absolutely flying with features and all the sponsors, all these kinds of staff members and that. Man, I wish there was a way to upgrade Career Mode because I just feel like we're left behind compared to these other sports games. I don't know about you, but half of these things I would love to see in a FIFA game. But anyway, let me know what you thought of any of these features that I've shown today. I hope you did enjoy this video, taking a look at other sports games and their career modes and features. And obviously a lot of this stuff could go into FIFA and career mode, and it would make it a better game mode than what it is already. But anyway, if you need something else to watch, make sure you hit the card in the middle. It'll take you to another FIFA video. I'll see you next time.